Greetings to everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is Emma LightWorker with another live Akashic Records reading for each sign of the Zodiac. I know that I am a little late, so this Akashic Records reading will be for the month of June 2025. I am going to give a little time to everybody to be notified from your YouTube account. However, if you are live with me right now, please do send me a little note. I can say green baby, it's me, Tammy B. How is everybody doing? It's very hot today where I live. Okay, the heat started already. I don't know how you guys are doing with the heat. Okay. If anybody is interested to know more about me and my services, please visit my website, www.amalightworker.com. My website is listed down here below in the show more description box. And if you need to contact me with a question or if you like to book a session with me, you can always email me at amalightworker@gmail.com. And again, my email is posted down here below in the show more description box. I know what you mean, Tommy. Okay, so now I think I'm going to begin right away because I don't know how long am I going to be able to do this live stream because, as I said, there is a little bit of a heat wave and it's getting a little hot for me. I just want to go out and find a cool spot. Okay. Aries Sun, Aries Rising, and Aries Moon, June 2025. The most important celestial event for you this month is all about the full moon that will take place on June 11. You are going to feel the effects of this full moon, also called strawberry moon, for the next 6 months or so. And it's also interesting for many of you to also take a look at your astrological chart, especially with Jupiter. I'm getting the sense that for many of you, this period from June and on, and it can happen at any point in time from June and on, you are going to be able to clarify certain matters, especially if maybe the communication hasn't been easy with a team member you work with, a family member, a neighbor, a partner, a significant other, or something that's going on in the marriage. You are going to get deeply honest. If you are not sure in which direction to proceed, and maybe you wanted somebody to tell you or to give an idea or to give you an advice or some guidance, rest assured that you are about to gain the clarity of mind that you need. It's very interesting because the Akashic records are telling me that you, Aries, Sun, Rising, and Moon, you need to calm down because luck will work in your favor. If you are stuck emotionally, if you are stuck with a project, if there's something going on in the house that you feel stuck, or in whatever area of your life that may be happening, between now and the end of the year, one by one, you're going to witness many situations in your life being resolved, whether these are small situations, small problems, or big problems. For many of you, your health will be on focus. Sometimes it takes like a health scare to happen so that maybe you focus on what truly needs to be taken care of. Maybe you don't know there's something is wrong. Or where is it that you maybe have been neglecting yourself or even neglecting others? If you do have children, whether these are small children or grown-up children, you are about to receive some very good news in regards to your children. I'm also getting the sense that some of you are going to receive good news about possibly becoming a grandmother or a grandfather, an uncle, an aunt. So there's news around a new baby in the family. You need to be able to focus on yourself, bring your attention internally, focus on a specific intention. What would you like to see emotionally happen for yourself? Okay, so it's not so much about the problem, it's about if you resolve the problem or if you have this wish fulfillment, whatever your wish may be, how do you think that that's going to affect your life in terms of your emotionally, how would that make you feel? There is this sense that for some of you, you could be working around this time with meditation to set an intention for wish fulfillment. Some of you could be working with angels, or angels may be visiting you in your dreams, or you are going to sense their presence in your life. Some of you are going to be working with a vision board. I'm seeing many of you making lists and checking as you are going, one by one. You could be making a grocery list, a task, goals. It could be connected to your work where you need to do a lot of note taking and scratch them off as you complete each and every one of them. If you are creative by nature, or if right now you are creating or even starting some sort of a project, it's going to turn out to be very lucky for you. Many of these projects, to me, they are shown to be very creative type of projects. Some of you are going to have a blessed new beginnings in terms of a job, in terms of a career. And as a result of that, that is also going to be connected to a new beginning in your financial affairs. If you need to get out of a contract, an agreement, whether this is a legal agreement, a verbal agreement, something that you agreed to do, but you either don't have time for it or it no longer makes sense for you for whatever reason, this is the time to get out of that contract, to get out of that agreement. So you are going to also be able to find a loophole. So if for some of you this involves some sort of a legal process or talking to lawyers, okay, you are going to be able to successfully navigate through that to find a legal solution. Some of you during this time could be thinking about merging your assets with someone else. You may be thinking of creating a business together, moving in together, being in a relationship, getting married. So if this doesn't happen immediately in June, definitely in June, you are going to have like a plan or ideas or an intention for that to happen. Some of you could be attending an engagement party or a wedding. This could be your own wedding for some of you. Because I'm seeing many of you getting ready, preparing for it, like ordering a dress. Some of you are focused on, some people are placing catering orders. So there is some big celebration coming up. But I'm seeing that some of you, if this is not your wedding or your engagement party, you are definitely going to be invited to attend one. Make sure that you keep an eye on your belongings, your personal belongings. You could be either misplacing them, they could be lost, or somebody may be stealing something from you. There's also a chance that some of your ideas may be stolen. Okay, so be on the lookout about it. Your intellectual property may be stolen. That's what I keep getting for some of you Aries. And I'm seeing that some of you are going to either schedule an appointment with a dentist or with an eye specialist. If you are dealing with some sort of issues or concerns about your skin, I get the sense of your skin improving. You are either going to find some products that work for you. I'm seeing many of you being very selective this month with products you are using, skin products, beauty products, vitamins, supplements, food. I'm seeing many of you reading very carefully labels, ingredients. Some of you are going to be putting together something, when you buy something in different parts and then you have to read the instructions on how to put it together. So overall, it's going to be a fun month. However, some of you cannot help it but having to worry about something bad that potentially can happen. So it's very important that you learn to navigate, and in your mind, you have to separate overly worrying, overly analyzing things and simply being in the moment. I'm seeing some of you worrying about flooding or problems with pipes or some type of water problem, because I'm seeing some of you going over some sort of insurance that maybe you have, a home insurance. Does it cover it? Does it not cover it? Do I need to edit or not? So some of you can be dealing with contracts in regards to a home. It could be home insurance for some of you. I hope that that makes sense to your areas. Now we have Taurus, Taurus Sun, Taurus Rising, and Taurus Moon. June 2025. There is a sense that where is it that you need to fully separate from someone, that is going to take place. And there is a sense that where is it that you need to come together with someone, that is going to take place. If you are in the process of separating your assets, divorcing, or breaking off a business deal, a business contract, a business partnership with someone, you may be going through that. But maybe for some of you, this is not a surprise because it has been long overdue. I am seeing some of you thinking of either selling, renting, downsizing, or even doing some home renovations. So there's a lot of emphasis on the home where you live, properties you may own, or even land. You could be hearing around this time or some information comes your way about properties that maybe the family owns or the family of origin. If they're not yours personally, they may belong to a partner you have, a spouse, or a business partner. So some blessing is meant to enter your life. If it's not coming from you and your family line, your ancestry line, it may be coming through a partner or a spouse that may be showing up for you at this time. So there could be information in connection to it. Doesn't mean that boom, you have immediate access to it right away. It's very important that for many of you, you also focus on your emotional wound. What is it that internally you feel that you need to make peace with it? What do you need for your own sanity? What creates peace for you? The Akashic records are highlighting right now for many of you issues, emotional issues, or other type of issues connected to a father or a father figure in your line. It could be connected to grief. It could be connected to father's wound. The situation will be different for each and every one of you. But there's definitely that moment you're going to gain this clarity and you're going to know internally what is it that needs healing. So this time around, it's more so about the emotional healing that naturally will take place. And that's where you're going to gain the most clarity. It feels that this full moon that is taking place on June 11 is going to be a supercharged full moon, also called the strawberry moon, this full moon that we have this time. And there is an emphasis that, again, you may naturally go within and contemplate, okay? Because it does feel that you need to resolve some sort of an inner dilemma within yourself, what to do, what to choose, this or that. It could be connected to a love related situation, a marriage related situation, or it could be a little bit deeper than that because for some of you, you may have to address some type of a family related issue. It could be an old issue that emotionally maybe you are still struggling with. There is this sense that if you have people in your life with whom you don't resonate anymore, you don't see eye to eye, okay, people mature, they grow up differently, people change. So there's a sense that for some reason you may not be part of this social group that you belong, friendships, okay, you may be, so to speak, breaking off a friendship, or a friend may be suddenly not willing to communicate with you as much. So there could be some sort of a problem. Many of you could be during this time looking into expanding your social circle. You may be looking into even online social groups that you maybe want to belong to, participate with. And there is a sense that some of you may be thinking about your social status. You could be in the process of changing your social status. You know, when you move up the ladder in your career, you change your social status, your job title. For someone, you know, when you get divorced or when you get married, you change your social status. But it could also be the sense of, for some of you, it could be related to um, the status of your love relationship, or even a status connected to your sexual partnerships that you may have. It's very important that you properly understand. If you need to sign any documents, you need to read carefully through the small print. If you are agreeing to anything in June, make sure that you fully comprehend what is it that you are agreeing to do or not to do. Understand that sometimes, Taurus, you don't have all of the story. You think you know everything, but you don't. And suddenly, additional information shows up, and you're like, oh, I wasn't aware of it. So then, what happens then? You either get to change your feelings, you get to change your decision. Sometimes the truth gets to be revealed. It could be that maybe you thought this person you have an interest on or a crush on or you're dating, you believe them to be differently, but now you're gaining additional information about it. You may be gaining additional information about a home or a property that you may be dealing with, buying, selling, renting. You may be gaining additional information about a job being offered to you. Okay, you may be gaining additional information about a community of people that you associate yourself with, you belong, or even about neighbors or the neighborhood. So don't rush in judgment or don't rush your feelings. Make sure that you have the full picture first. I hope that that made sense to you, Taurus. I'm just crossing out the zodiac signs as I'm going through them, otherwise, I'm going to forget. So now we have Gemini. Gemini Sun, Gemini Rising, and Gemini Moon. June 2025. There's going to be a lot of focus on your health. And there is the sense that maybe it's the influence of the full moon that we're going to have on June 11. Maybe it's the influence of other planets like Jupiter or other planets. I'm not an astrologer. I'm just getting the information from the Akashic records. And it may end up influencing you for the next 6 months, because I'm seeing a lot of you Geminis having a great deal of luck in feeling better, resolving health issues, particularly any chronic conditions that you may have. Yes, for some of these chronic conditions, they may flare up a little bit, but maybe that's where your good luck is. Something flares up and you finally address it, or you do some additional medical testing and you figure out exactly what is it that you need to do to take care of it, and your health improves. Some of you around this time, so it may be happening in June, but it may also be happening in the next 6 months. But there's a sense of you even looking or attracting. Maybe you're not looking, but you just may end up attracting in your life a teacher, a coach, a mentor. You could be part of a mentorship program. You could be the teacher, you could be the mentor, you could be the coach, and vice versa. There's a great deal of luck coming your way through teaching, selling courses, buying courses, participating in seminars, participating in conferences. This could be done online. This could also be done in person, but there is that flow of exchanging of information, exchanging of knowledge, exchanging of energy that feels very lucky for you. Collaborations are going to turn out to be very lucky. If you are on social media, if you have a YouTube channel like I do, you may decide to start a brand new channel. That is also going to prove to be very lucky for you. So all around, communication will be all open. You are also going to notice that your dreams are going to be a lot more meaningful. You may be getting the sense that intuitively or psychically you are getting information from other realms. You don't have to be to declare yourself an intuitive person or to do anything professionally with energy or tarot for you to feel that some door or portal is open and you are getting information. Okay, for some of you, you could be witnessing that feeling that like your inner voice is speaking to you. Okay, listen to that inner guidance. Some of you during this time, you may be looking for courses to develop your intuition or your psychic, or for psychic development. You may be looking into taking piano lessons, art, some form of art, singing, theater. So it feels like an opportunity opens up so that you can follow a passion that you have, or a hobby that you have, or something that you have always been curious to learn more about it. This will turn out to be a very social month for you. You are going to get to meet new people, making new acquaintances. But there's something about the way how you interact with people that you're going to end up enjoying it a lot more. You are also going to get a lot of compliments about your physical appearance, maybe your wardrobe, maybe you're doing something different, maybe your health is improving, and you look better because of it. So that could be the case for some of you. Some of you Geminis are going to carefully examine your financial affairs. You may be dealing with banks. You could be considering the possibility of taking a mortgage, taking a second mortgage. You may be looking into buying, selling a property. Some of you are going to be dealing with family members, extended family. There could be events, there could be gatherings, family related events. I'm seeing a lot of you are receiving invitations to attend important events organized by your company. Okay, but I'm also seeing a lot of family related events like graduation parties, baby showers, or baby or children related events, maybe birthday parties, weddings, engagement parties. You could also be witnessing a proposal taking place for some of you Geminis. Be careful around your finances. There's going to be a lot more money coming in, but at the same time, you may have a tendency to spend a lot of money, maybe because you have a lot of events to attend to and you have to show up with the gifts. That could be the case. However, it's very important that you keep track of your expenses during the month of June. If you feel that you haven't have if you are a Gemini that hasn't had good luck about money, either you always have expenses, or there's debt that you need to pay, or you are still paying your student loans or something else, it feels like there's either going to be a second additional financial source showing up for you. Maybe your spouse finally gets a job and maybe he didn't have one. Okay, maybe you figure out another way to make money, or a second job. But what I'm getting is like a second source, a financial source for you. So luck turns around for the better. Some of you, if you have been applying for a Section 8, or maybe any benefits that you qualify to get from the government, okay, it feels that you are going to be getting notifications about what you are qualified, what documents to submit, and that's going to take care of that. So there's some sort of a lot turning around when it comes to finances for some of you Geminis. However, when it comes to love, breakups are very possible, especially for those of you Geminis that you feel it in your heart, you feel it in your gut. You have known for a long time that your partner, whether you're married to them or not, is not important. He's not the right one for you. So maybe in June you get to make the decision. Maybe a breakup doesn't happen right away, or maybe a divorce doesn't happen right away. But for sure, you are going to gain the emotional clarity and the mental clarity. You're going to have the courage, okay, to follow through with this decision. I hope that this is making sense to you, Gemini. If you are single and still looking, I'm seeing a lot of you talking online, texting with someone, or maybe with a few different people. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of flirting, but I'm not seeing a relationship happening just yet, unless you recently started to date someone. But it feels that love is in the air. That's what I'm getting. So if it doesn't happen now, it's going to happen later in a few months. But they want me to repeat again for many of you Geminis: love is in the air. I hope that this is making sense to you. The next sign that we have is Cancer. Cancer Sun, Cancer Rising, and Cancer Moon. June 2025. I'm seeing a lot of you having to address some issues with water, rain. So It's pipes. I keep getting the ceiling for some of you. Water with problems with water drainage, something it's clogged. So I'm seeing all sorts of water related issues. Maybe some of you recently you had that, you thought you fixed it, but it's not fully fixed. Okay, and that also showed up a similar message for another sign as well. So I'm seeing some of you having the money and the resources and the opportunity to address this type of issues. So any issues involving home, how to maintain your house, okay, whether it's maybe the dishwasher breaks or something else that needs repairing, or maybe it doesn't necessarily need repairing, but you feel like you want to change your home, you want to buy something new, you want to move things around so that your home feels brand new. That could be the case for some of you guys. I'm also getting the sense that many of you will be counting cash. Either you are putting cash aside because you want to do something with it, but it feels like whatever resources you have hidden, whether you have a secret bank account or money that you hide or cash, will now come very handy, and you are going to be very glad that you did what you did. Some of you are going to be looking into properties. You may be looking into buying or selling land, buying or selling a farm, a condo, a home, a business. I'm seeing a lot of you dealing with real estate, but I'm even also with retail spaces. For some reason, retail spaces are also highlighted for some of you Cancerians. And it feels that some of you around this time, you may be thinking about taking courses, classes, workshops. Your through your job, there could be some sort of a training that takes place. But for some reason, I am seeing a lot of you being drawn to do something professionally with real estate. Whether you could be thinking about becoming a real estate agent, taking courses, classes for it. You may be thinking about doing feng shui. So, again, working with homes. You may be thinking about becoming an engineer or architect or some other job that either allows you to work from home or work with homes, because it's going to turn out to be very lucrative for you. If you work from home, it feels like you may be working more than usual, or it gets easier now to work from home, because working from home can also be boring, but there's an easy flow around it. Okay, there's going to be news for some of you, because I'm seeing some of you going back and forth. There's days when you work from office, and there's days where you have to show up to work, but it feels like you are finding the right balance for you. There's also a sense that some of you are going to find some lucky money or lucky coin, something that you keep as a good luck. For some of you, maybe there's a coin that you keep in your purse or in your wallet, and that is your lucky coin. You may be finding money or coins when you walk. So it feels like a luck turns around when it comes to money, or a sudden windfall of money. Maybe it's a scratch ticket. So it feels like very small. It doesn't feel like a lot of money. Okay, but it feels like this is an indicator that your luck when it comes to money and finances is turning around for the better. If you are somebody who owns a lot of properties, maybe more than one home, maybe like a building, like an apartment building, there's going to be interesting negotiations around that, because suddenly you may want to sell this huge apartment building that you maybe you own, or big properties that you own, or suddenly an opportunity shows up for you to buy one. So this is what I'm getting for many of you Cancerians. I'm also seeing many of you having to deal with important documentations about ID, identification papers, immigration papers, insurance related papers, and financial documents, like where you get a financial statement. Okay, I'm having to deal with credit score, in order for some of you to qualify maybe for a loan. So that's going to be the case for some of you. You may find yourself putting like a presentation together. Okay, and it's going to go very well. You may be asked to be in front of people to present something. It could be in a family event, it could be in a meeting. You may be doing so in in media, in social media. But some of the work like that you're putting together could be fashion work, could be paintings, could be, I don't know, engineering project, architectural type of projects, whatever this is. Okay, it feels like you're presenting some of your work, some of your talents in some sort of exhibition or during a meeting, and you're going to have a very good feedback from it. So it feels like at least more than one person will be asking for your opinion. They may be calling you to ask for your opinion. You may be walking down the street and there's TV people interviewing people, and they may be asking for your opinion, but you're going to feel very honored when people come to you for your opinion or for your advice. I hope that that made sense to you, Cancer. Now we have Leo. Leo Sun, Leo Rising, and Leo Moon, June 2025. You are going to have to address or even address again plans around travels, documentations, family events, family gatherings, any plans involving children or grandchildren. So maybe some of the plans needs to be rearranged or postponed for later. Some big project will finally come to an end or to a completion. For some of you, it's going to be a legal matter that finally gets completed. For other ones, it's going to be a home related issue. Okay, maybe you're building a property and finally it's over. Or maybe you're paying for a property and maybe, you're done with the payments. Could be a school project. Okay, could be a work related project. Like something comes together, it ends, it gets completed. Okay, and this feels very, very lucky for you. Some of you Leos around this time, you may be looking, you could either get out of nowhere a job offer, okay, or a promotion being offered to you. Some of you could be looking for other ways to make money or pursuing a very specific career path. And it feels that your luck is shifting and turning around for the better around work and career related matters. And if it doesn't happen right away in June, it feels like in June, July, August, your luck when it comes to work career turns around for the better. Some of you may be looking into the possibility of being self-employed. If you are self-employed, okay, and you're going to have the right clients for you, or whatever type of work you do. Not everybody works with clients. Whatever it is the right job for you, the right amount of it, the right money, like you're making enough or even more than enough. If you are somebody who needs to hire people, maybe that's what you do for your work. You need to hire people. Maybe you need to hire help around the house. Maybe something breaks and you need to hire people. You're going to have a great deal of luck in attracting the right people who get the job done. Okay, maybe you need a babysitter, maybe you need a dentist, okay, or maybe you need somebody to look over at your website. Whatever this is, you are going to have a great deal of luck in attracting the right people at the right time to give you the solutions that you need. So I hope that that made sense to you, Leo. But I'm also getting the sense of witnessing a proposal, witnessing people getting engaged, witnessing people getting married. That may be taking place. It could be that maybe you are getting ready to prepare a huge anniversary for you, maybe your wedding anniversary. You could be preparing for that to happen. Okay, it's not happening already in June, or even preparing for your upcoming birthday for some of you. So it feels like you are looking forward to something with your heart. There's going to be good news around fertility issues, babies, births, um, pregnancy. And if it doesn't happen to you personally, it's going to happen to someone very, very close to you. Okay, a sibling, a cousin, or to one of your children, if that is the case, or to your partner. But I'm getting, generally speaking, a very good vibration and good news connected to children, fertility, and pregnancies coming up for many of you Leos. Virgo Sun, Virgo Rising, and Virgo Moon, June 2025. You are working very diligently at whatever you are doing, whether you are a stay at home person or at work. and it feels that you have this routine that you have established. And then now suddenly, okay, either changes are coming your way, so you are forced to change your routine, okay, or you could be the one implementing changes in your life because your work doesn't look the same anymore, the work environment doesn't look the same anymore. Some of you may be getting ready to switch jobs or switch homes, so you are getting ready for like this major change in your life. If you have been waiting for some sort of a news from somebody and for some reason you are not receiving this news yet, suddenly communication is open. This person either finally replies to you if you applied for something and you are still waiting for the results of this application. Now you discover what the result is. Maybe it's a visa application. For some of you, it's going to be about medical related stuff. Maybe it's like medical testing that you did. Now the results are in. Maybe this is for your health or for the health of one of your parents is coming very strongly, or one of your siblings. Okay. And I'm also getting the sense that some of you around this time are going to be preparing to travel long distance. It could even be preparing to travel to another country. Okay. So, whatever you need for this to happen, the money, the opportunity will be there. So I'm not saying that every Virgo will travel right now in June, okay, but and you may be traveling a little later, but definitely the opportunity will be showing up for you. I'm seeing a lot of you carrying suitcases, taking clothes in and out of suitcases, taking things in and out of boxes. So for some of you, it may turn out to be a very interesting trip, a trip that maybe changes your life or that you get to enjoy so much. For other ones, if you end up changing your home around this time, it may turn out to be that you move in a home that you are going to enjoy very much. Okay, if you happen that you are switching jobs right now or even getting a new job, maybe you didn't work, maybe you're unemployed and you're looking for a job, it may turn out to be a very lucky job for you. Any type of collaborations, okay, whether you are hanging out with friends, that's going to be enjoyable. Whether you are collaborating with other people around you through your work, or you have a hobby and you get to collaborate with other people, maybe you're on social media. So collaborations generally will be going very well. So I hope that that is making sense to you, Virgos. There is the sense that many of you are going to be able to resolve some major issues in a love relationship. Maybe it's your marriage, okay, but you're going to be able to resolve something between you and your spouse or you and your marriage partner, because there's a sense that maybe romance needed to take more of a priority. So for some of you, this is going to signify a major positive turning point in your love relationship or in your marriage with a spouse. I hope that that made sense to you, Virgos. Now we have Libra, Libra Sun, Libra Rising, and Libra Moon. June 2025. Major change is about to happen. You are entering that phase of your life where change could be happening. So good news may be happening to you at any point between now and maybe the end of the year. For some of you, it's going to take longer. But I get a sense that maybe you wished it some time ago for you either to have a job change or to change homes or to change state, neighborhoods, states, or even countries. So that is a possibility in the making for some of you Libras. You could be preparing for that to happen. Doesn't mean that it's going to happen right now. I'm getting the sense that for some of you, it feels like either you're cleaning the ceiling or you're changing light bulbs and you're cleaning chandeliers or something that needs to be fixed in the ceiling. I'm seeing a lot of you having tried, fixing the roof, fixing the ceiling. That is being shown to me for a lot of you. So I'm seeing a lot of you having free time, and I'm seeing you going around the home fixing whatever needs to be fixed, whether it's the deck, or I'm seeing a lot of you having to deal with a dishwasher. I don't know why, but for some reason I see you being happy, okay, with the dishwasher. Okay, and I'm also getting the sense that some of you will be able to look at whatever deal or agreement you have. If you have like an installment plan, maybe you're paying for your car in installment, maybe you're paying for an appliance in installment, maybe you're paying for your home in installment. So it feels like you're going over these things and you're calculating, your gain and your loss, and you end up getting a very good deal. But I'm seeing a lot of you being very, very strategic with money, with savings, deals that you get. Okay, like there's this great deal of lacking shopping. Okay, or maybe there is something very expensive that you always wanted to purchase and you get a good deal on it and you jump on that deal. I'm also seeing a lot of you Libras observing the sky and the sea. I'm seeing some of you on a boat, or maybe you live in a coastal town. Maybe you go to visit a coastal town, but it feels very, very beautiful. Some of you, maybe recently you got to meet somebody and you may be going for a stroll in the park or by the water, and it feels very romantic. So for some of you Libras, it feels like you could be in the beginning of a new romance. If any of you Libras wanted to be a mother or a father, it feels that this is the time. Either this pregnancy news happens by surprise, or on purpose the two of you are looking to become parents. So that could be the case for some of you. Some very good luck or good news around fertility and pregnancies. There's something that some good luck or some good karma that finally finds you from way, way back, from many years ago, when you had to deal either with somebody stealing your house, maybe they stole your ideas, a theft, maybe you had a business partner and things didn't go right, you didn't trust them, maybe the police came to interview everybody what happened in the neighborhood, and they also ask you, maybe you witnessed something, okay, like a theft that was happening. So whatever that was, such a long time ago, good karma finds you now. Whatever you have lost or got stolen from you, suddenly feels like karma finds a way to substitute that in your life. So it feels like you're entering a phase of your life where now you are dealing with dharma, good luck, or your goodness, okay, the help that you give others. Somehow the universe finds a way to reward you on your life for your good deeds. So let me know what that means for you and what happens in your life, Libra, with this message. And I wish you the very best of luck. I hope that that made sense. Now we have Scorpio, Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Rising, and Scorpio Moon, June 2025. Rest assured that something is about to change. Even though on the outside, to you, it feels like your life is still the same, okay? Sometimes it takes someone else that is observing your life to point out the ways that you are changing, the ways that your life is changing, because the changes in your life for some of you Scorpios, not for all of you, are so small that you don't even notice them. It feels that you are about to receive a great deal of luck in resolving financial issues, whether it is you have a debt, you need to apply for a loan, you need to apply for a mortgage, you get approved to buy a home, you get approved to sell a house, because in some countries you even need to be approved to sell a house. You may be dealing with family related matters, you may be dealing with property, you may be dealing with real estate or inheritance. Okay, and you may be doing that on your behalf, or you may be doing that on behalf of a family member, or on behalf of your entire family, or even extended family. There are going to be good times and bad times, because sometimes it feels that it's okay to reminisce over the old days and maybe cry a little. Doesn't mean that it's like bittersweet tears, but there's also something that is happening, Scorpio, where you are looking forward to what is about to come in your life with a lot of optimism. I'm getting the sense that for some of you, this is going to be a month filled with lots of interactions with friends, family. New acquaintances, you're going to be making new acquaintances, new social circles. There's going to be something about money that improves around this time. Maybe one of your investments turn out to be very lucrative for you, an investment from the past, not a new investment. Okay, a sale turns out to be very lucky. I'm getting the sense that around this time you may be qualifying or getting news that you are about to get a raise. And if the raise doesn't kick in right away, it's going to kick in shortly after. I'm even getting the sense of some of you being proposed to be a manager or to run a project or to be in charge of something. So your work is putting you in charge, and you're going to find yourself to be very busy, but it feels like you are happy to work and you are happy to make more money. That's what I'm getting for many of you Scorpios. You may have to address some issues around travel, short distance travel, long distance travel, making arrangements for it. Either for you, you could be the one traveling, someone else in your life may be traveling, and you could be helping them and making arrangements for them. You may be dealing with passports, identification, documentation, visas, airports, lost luggage for some reason. I don't know what that means, or maybe there's a delay in luggage. Okay, some of you are going to be focused in cleaning your home from top to bottom for some reason. Either you're showing your home potentially to sell it, or maybe you're invited people over and there's this big event happening over your home and you have to clean everything top to bottom. And I'm also getting the sense that something that you thought you lost, now suddenly you find it. You do it like a deep cleaning and you find items that maybe even you forgot that you had. I'm also seeing for a lot of you like a photo album. This could be an online photo album, this could be a real life photo album, but it feels good to reminisce, connect with your roots, connect with your family of origin. Okay, and for some of you, there's a sense that around this time, you could be getting some sort of a proposal. This could be an arranged type of situation, this could be a blind date, this could be somebody approaches you online or on text, they don't approach you in person, just to find out whether you are interested in them, are you available. But there's something around your dating life that may be happening around this time for those of you who are single and open. For sure, there is this mysterious charm about you, because I keep getting the sense that you are radiating this sexual magnetism about you. Okay, either your health is improving, your mood is improving, your emotional state is improving, whatever is improving in your life is very visible. And it feels like now you easily attract to you either a love partner or a sexual partner. For sure, you are in that vibration. Okay, so in the next few upcoming months, it feels like you're going to have a very lucky encounter, romantic encounter with someone. A very lucky love relationship is in the making if it doesn't happen right away in June for many of you Scorpios. For those of you in a relationship or in a marriage, you may reach a point where to you it might feel like it's either make it or break it. I am all in, or we are all in this relationship, or we are not. So you may have to have a very honest and deep conversation either with your partner or with your spouse. But I'm getting the sense that for the majority of you, the two of you are going to be able to upgrade this relationship or this marriage to whatever it needs to be for the two of you. Because I keep getting the sense of a lot of romance in the air for some reason for many of you Scorpios. So I hope that that made sense to you, Scorpios. Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Rising, and Sagittarius Moon, June 2025. It feels like some of you have very big dreams, okay? And before you know it, it feels like you are about to have a wish fulfillment. But I'm also getting the sense that you have completely forgotten about this dream, your intention that you set some time ago. If you are a working Sagittarius, your career, your work is about to take off. I see you being praised at your work. I see your name being mentioned, people are clapping, or something that you do at work goes very, very well. And that opens doors for your future promotion. Some of your ideas that maybe felt very futuristic before, now it feels like now everybody's approaching you, or they're going to tell you, now we understand your vision. Now we understand your ideas. This could be family members approaching you about. This could be your own children telling you that. This could be your followers if you are on social media. Okay. Or this could be your coworkers or even your superiors. Some of you are going to be thinking of making more money online or increasing the number of your followers. Maybe you have a social media following and suddenly you get more followers, or you're going to figure out a way to market yourself. Okay, so you gain more of a social media following. You are starting something with good luck. Okay, and in some countries we say like you always enter with your right foot so that it goes well, like good luck. And that's the sense that I'm getting. Something that starts for you in June is going to bring a huge deal of luck. This could be a new job, this could be a new home, this could be a new partnership of some kind. There's also a tendency for you to overspend your money. Okay, so even though good things are happening and you're having a good time, you may want to pay attention to where is it that you are overspending or overly paying for something. Okay, and you don't need to. Okay, so and if you cannot do that by yourself, your Akashic records are telling me that maybe you need to tell a friend or a spouse or a partner, to remind you not to spend so much money because you are going to have a tendency to overspend in June. Sagittarius. I hope that that made sense to you. Forgiveness is very important. If you have had in the past a complicated maybe situation with a family member, maybe a parent, maybe a sibling, okay, there is some sort of a sense that more information will be revealed, and there is a sense of reaching some sort of a truce between you and this other family member. But most importantly, it's very important that you are okay with your life choices, you are okay with whatever that situation was in the past, because there is a sense that for many of you, you need to go through another level of self forgiveness, because even self forgiveness happens in layers. It doesn't all happens at once. I hope that that is making sense. Capricorn, Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Rising, and Capricorn Moon. June 2025. You may be interested in someone may be interested in you. People may be interested in you as a new addition to their team, working team. They may be interested in you as a new friend to join their social circle. They may be interested in you in a romantic sense or in a sexual sense. They may be interested in you as your neighbors, and I'm taking a whole interest in you. But it feels that whatever this interest is that you have in someone or someone else has on you is going to be well received, is going to be welcomed. You are about to receive additional information about money, finances, business deals, coupons, discounts, and it's going to be very useful to you, especially great deals that you are going to get in discounts. I don't know, for some reason, I'm getting a lot of Amazon deals around you. I don't know why this is so much highlighted for your sign. Okay, some of you are going to be dealing with financial consultants, financial advisors. You may be consulting about investments of the past, investments of the future. You are going to strategically maneuver your financial affairs, having to move money from one account to another account to make it work for you to whatever it needs to be. Some of you are learning more about money. You are learning so much more about money, maybe through a course, maybe through a book, maybe you are following someone online that teaches about money and investments. But it feels that now, if you didn't feel that you had a great deal of knowledge, or you were in charge, you had a grip on your finances, now that is changing. Okay, now you know exactly what to do with your money, what to buy and what not to buy. Some of you are going to be looking into purchasing a vehicle, a car, maybe a small boat, even a bicycle, but it feels like a very fancy bicycle or an expensive type of bicycle. It feels like you are looking more into your connection to the future. I'm sorry, to the nature, whether you need to be by the shoreline, whether you need to be in a forest, whether you need to spend the night barbecuing or sleeping outdoors, like camping. There is the sense now that somehow nature is even entering your home. Maybe you take care of plants now. That's a way for nature to enter in your home. It feels that you have more of a connection. Nature is calling you. Okay, you feel weirdly drawn to spend time in beautiful scenery. And there is this sense that where emotionally things have been difficult for you, now you're easing up to it. You don't have that emotional heaviness that maybe you carried around for some time. Okay, it could be the case that maybe a new person shows up in your life and you don't have that heaviness in your heart. You're not alone anymore. Or maybe you are now closing your emotional wounds, but there is not that heaviness anymore, having to worry about a problem that was pending in your mind, or even having to go through difficult emotions. So this feels wonderful for you. Yes, you may have to go through some difficult emotions before they all melt away and before you are fully connected to your joy and to your life, but so be it. Whatever you are doing, it feels like you are doing the right thing for you, whether it's a diet, I don't know, health related stuff, related routines that you are doing, something that you're doing for work. Maybe it's your physical appearance, whatever you are doing, it seems to work for you. So keep on doing it. So that's what I'm getting for you, Capricorns. I hope that that is making sense for you. Be aware this month of not losing your keys or misplacing your keys. Make copies of your keys, okay? Or be more aware of where is that you're placing your personal items, especially keys that you may have. Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Rising, and Aquarius Moon, June 2025. You are sensing already that the energy is changing, but you may not be too sure as what do you need to do next or what is about to happen next in your life. Aquarius, you need to calm down. The Akashic records are asking you to go with the flow. For some of you, if you have put an intention out there in the universe, or maybe you have meditated or praying for new love, it feels that that wish may be in the making. And if it doesn't happen right away in June, it feels that in the next 6 to 12 months of your life, you are going to have that wish fulfillment for some of you. For other Aquarians, I'm getting a huge shift into your financial affairs, in the way how you deal with money, how you energetically approach with money. What is your mental approach to money? Are you dealing with lack mentality, like poverty mentality? Okay, some of you are working with that and you are shifting that, and as a result, okay, when you have an abundant mind, abundance just follows naturally in your life. So some of you, maybe you have been working with energy about it, and it feels that now whatever fears you had around money, you don't have those fears anymore. Okay, some of you are about to get a raise, an inheritance. Maybe you get like a great deal in a home or in a rental property, and that is an indicator of it's worth your money. So that's what I'm getting. So there is, maybe for some of you, you get to win something for free. Okay, when you enter, I don't know, like a contest, or I don't know what those things are called, like a drawing, and you win something for free. Okay, but I'm getting the sense that even people around you are going to feel very generous around you. They give you discounts, they give you stuff for free. I'm even getting gifts of cash coming your way. If you are a working Aquarius, your reputation is surely growing and is preceding you. Whatever quality of work you provide in whatever field, you could be a waitress, I don't care. You could be an engineer. You could be, maybe you have an intuitive business like I do, like a spirituality business like I do. I don't care what it is. Your reputation is preceding you. Okay, you are about to get more busy. You are about to get more clients, hotel clients. There is this weird thing going on where if you are not advertising for yourself, if you're not investing money, or time or energy into advertisement, it feels like other people could be doing that for you. So your reputation is growing. Okay, maybe you are on social media. Okay, your reputation on social media is growing. Maybe some of your videos could be going very well. They could be very well received right now. Maybe some of them are controversial, but you are getting the views, you are getting the followers. So this is the good a good luck month around finances. Address financial issues. If you need to talk to a financial advisor, if you need to stop by your bank and talk to somebody about something, okay, maybe you get a better deal on a credit card and they lower the rates. Whatever it is, it's worth asking, it's worth researching about it. Some of your ancestral ancestors are showing up in this reading for you today. There's something that you get to benefit through your ancestry line. Okay, now through our ancestors, okay, that's how you get your DNA. Okay, some of the medical conditions that maybe you have are inherited through your DNA, through your ancestry line, and maybe you find a solution about it. Okay, for some of you, it could be something that you need to address in terms of an autoimmune disease. Some of you may need to address some sort of a chronic disease or chronic conditions that you may have. So I'm getting the sense that your luck when it comes to health, medical stuff, medical treatments turns around for the better. So even if you happen to get sick during this month, you're going to recuperate very quickly or find the root cause of it or find a permanent solution. So for some of you, even when it comes to something that maybe the doctor told you is impossible, there's nothing we can do, there is some sort of a miracle happening in the next few months. And it begins now because not everything has to happen right now. You're just opening that portal where things are going to go very well with your health. I'm even seeing many of you Aquarians getting a great deal of luck when it comes to fertility, fertility related issues, children in your life. You may be receiving good news about children that you have in your life. Okay, loved ones in your life, about there's a child coming in, a child about to be born or a child about to be conceived in the next few months, and it could be coming from you as well, Aquarius. I'm also getting the sense of people knocking in your door and just wanting to spend time with you. People just like showing up to surprise you. Maybe they traveled from, a different destination coming to see you. You may want to be the one like surprising people with a visit. Maybe you stop by their work or their home, but there is this great sense of togetherness. People that maybe you haven't communicated in a long time. You know how life is, you get busy. People that maybe you haven't gotten together in a long time. There is this good feeling of old friends, old acquaintances, family members you haven't seen in a long time, but also making new acquaintances, new social circles. For some of you, you are going to be rewarded for something. Maybe you did some sort of presentation, maybe you entered a contest, maybe you are part of an expo and you're exhibiting some of your work. Some of your work may be a great contender to win the first prize or one of the first prizes. Okay, maybe you are writing a book, maybe you're working on a book, on a screenplay. Okay, maybe you're just beginning now or you are completing that work. Whatever this is, okay, the energy is flowing to it, it will be very successful. So this is the time to complete that work, okay, or to begin a new one, because for sure the energy is following you on that, Aquarius, because I'm seeing your reputation growing for the better, okay, among your family, among your acquaintances, or even online, getting more a good reputation, getting more followers. And it's all based on some work that you did in the past or the work that you are doing now. There is going to be a need to cry, okay, because for some of you may be overwhelmed with good emotions, but it could also be the case that something new is happening, something is ending and something is beginning, and there's going to be this bittersweet moment for some of you. You could be getting ready here to transition into a new home for some of you, or you may be getting news that they're selling the apartment or they're selling the home or they're selling the property. So there could be news of, and somehow that's going to work out for you because life is trying to upgrade you. You may end up in a better place, in a better apartment, in a better career, in a you're going to end up in a better place in life in general. And there could be the case around this time that somebody may be proposing you, or some sort of an arranged type of situation around you. I'm seeing a lot of you like trying online dating, like something opens up for you in terms of marriage proposals. And it may happen in the most bizarre way. Maybe you don't believe in arranged marriages, or you are thus doesn't belong to your culture. Maybe in some cultures they don't call it arranged marriage, they just call it a blind date. A friend arranges you, sets you up on a date with somebody. But there's going to be news or interesting new development around those type of situations with single Aquarians. Okay, I hope that that is making sense to you, Aquarius. And now we have Pisces, Pisces Sun, Pisces Rising, Pisces Moon, June 2025. Oh, I'm seeing in big letters promotions, being rewarded at your work. When they give out certifications like Employee of the Month, or you get a lot of praise. If it's not a certification, okay, maybe there's a lot of praise, but it feels that your work, your input is not going unnoticed for those of you working Pisceans. And this potentially could set you up for a future raise or for a future promotion. Okay. I'm also getting the sense, and if you are not a working Pisces, okay, maybe you're retired. Whatever you are doing in the family, for family, how you show up for others. Maybe you felt like you're in the background, nobody notices you, everybody takes you for granted. That is changing. People will come up to you and tell you how grateful they are. They're going to mention to you, how meaningful it was, whatever you did for them, or conversations you had. Not every conversation that you're going to have in the month of June is going to be comfortable. Okay. There are some situations where there's going to be criticism back and forth. Okay. But it also feels that when you talk about these uncomfortable situations, uncomfortable conversations that you need to have, that's where the true results show up. Whether you need to have uncomfortable conversations with your spouse, with your partner, with your siblings, with your friends or family, something will definitely be resolved, and you are going to end up strengthening that bond between you and whoever this other person is. And you may be having deep conversations or situations that need to be resolved several times with different people throughout the month. I'm getting the sense that your intuition and your psychic ability are going to be on point. It's very important that you do not ignore your feeling, whatever you feel. Your mind may be telling you something else, but maybe you get that feeling, okay, a good feeling or a bad feeling, whatever that is. You got to respect that. That is your own intuition, your own inner reason trying to reach out to you to give you a message. If you need to take some time off in June, then do that. If you need to slow down, take your time, maybe recuperate, if that's the case for some of you. That's what I'm getting. So it feels like you are going to establish a new daily life or new daily routine. Okay, so your life or your daily routine may be looking a little bit different from previous months, but all of this feels like a blessing. I'm seeing some of you having to do dental work. I'm seeing some of you doing some procedures with your skin where you look younger. Either you find a cream or some sort of a treatment that makes you look younger. Some of you are styling your hair differently. If you are a guy, there's something different that you are doing with your appearance as well. I'm seeing many of you changing wardrobe. So something that you are doing, like your appearance, whatever changes you are doing to your appearance, it feels very lucky. People are going to be attracted to you, okay, in a romantic sense or even in a sexual sense. If you are somebody who shares children with another person, it feels that now whatever negotiations need to happen in terms of finances or spousal support or child support or who takes care of whom and what time and what days, how you share the children, it feels like these negotiations are now going to be going very well. Okay, you are about to receive some good news in regards to a child a niece, a nephew, one of your children. Maybe you get news that one of your children is about to propose, or they just got married, or they just got pregnant. You may be considering having one more child with your spouse. Doesn't mean that it's going to happen, but for sure that conversation may be happening. So whatever conversation was taboo and you didn't dare to talk about it before, or maybe the other person wasn't open to talk about it, then suddenly, naturally, this conversation happens without having to force anything. If you are dealing with a legal related matter, okay, if you are dealing with contracts, agreements, important documentation, additional information will be showing up for you before everything it gets finalized. And when that information shows up, the timing is going to be so lucky because it's going to show up right on time. So a legal matter either gets completed or comes to an end or comes to a conclusion. So some good luck in terms of legal matters. Now, some of you could be starting some sort of a legal procedure. Legal matters could be connected to visas, immigration, passports, could be connected to insurances, could be connected to other stuff, but it feels that there's good luck around that. For sure, some of you are getting a lot of, you're doing a lot of research about it. So that's what I'm getting for a lot of you Pisces. I hope that that is making sense to all of you. And again, you can always contact me at lightworker@gmail.com. Email me to book a session, to ask for any special programs that I'm putting together right now, like a package deal. I know that the Awakening Your package deal, or the Rebirth package deal, is still available for 444. You can always email me about it, and it includes a healing about health, finances, love, and relationship. And that comes with 3 free energy clearings and 3 free love frequency healings as well. And that has been very successful so far for me from the moment that I launched it. I see other people online. Jackie, how are you? Naturally healthy and well. Uh, Green Baby is still waiting for good luck. So this year, there's a lot of stuff that is happening with karma to turn everybody's luck for the better. But the timing of it is going to be different. And sometimes when good luck happens, it happens with such a tiny little change. We don't notice it at first until months go by. I was wondering that myself, Green Baby. Famuneli Star, good to see you as well from Portugal. Roger Tavares from Portugal as well. How are you? Jean Denek from my former home of Massachusetts. Carrie, thank you so much, Carrie. She's one of my returning clients. Thank you so much for your testimonial. I will email you shortly. Gopal, how are you? Okay, so again, guys, if you liked this video, please don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. It's important for this channel to have views and subscribers and thumbs up. It's important to me. Thank you very much. Whoever can help me with the timestamps, you can always post it in the comment section down here below. I wish you the very best of luck, and I will reconnect with you soon again in the next video. Bye for now.